Hey there, welcome back to another enthralling episode of Hammer's Garage. Today, we're going to prep the engine bay in the Ratmaro here. Check out my fancy hood light that I got from Summit. Nifty. And just bathed myself in it. Nice, pretty light. Now, obviously, I have no idea what I'm prepping this for. Still haven't decided and still don't really, I'm not situated for an engine transmission yet. And I don't know. I keep going back and forth, right? There's pros and cons. Do I do small block, big block? Do I do some LS power? A few things I think I have decided are, this was an automatic car. I'm pretty sure I want manual this time, so we're going to have to make those adjustments. The car has drum brakes up front right now, original from the factory. That's not going to work for me, okay? I like the idea of, being able to stop. I know it's crazy, but, maybe we can do some sort of low buck disc brake conversion on the front here. I'll just have to figure that out. But at any rate, I do know that I can strip a bunch of this stuff out of here and get it all cleaned up and get it ready for whatever we decide to put in it. So let's get busy. So I know y'all noticed the conditions of the floors in here, and you might be wondering, why aren't you giving that some attention instead of the outside and the engine bay and all that? And I think I can explain that. You see this floor pan over here that Isaac gave me when I bought the car. It's older, and I've done checked it out, and it's really heavy, like American steel. This is a good solid floor pan. I figure I keep that for when we do the whole floor at one time, maybe when we do like a full restoration on the car someday, which I'm not going to do right now. That really needs to be on a jig and all that stuff to do it correctly. So I'm just going to patch up the floors right now so we can, drive the car. And for that, all I need is some patch panels, which I will order, and then we can get the floors and everything straight. So I'm just waiting on that. In the meantime, we'll do everything else. I guess I'll just crawl myself down into the power cavity here. Just, we'll get started. I'll get James to help me with rounding up some tools. If I can get my big fat self in here. There's probably still stuff living in here too. And I'll be trapped in here with it. James, I need some dikes, wire cutter stuff, and well, let's just start there. I don't know what half of this shiznit is. I'm probably going to have to rewire this whole thing because I got no idea. It's just been so butchered over the years. That's an oil pressure line. Well, it was an oil pressure line. Now, I doubt this fuel pressure gauge actually works, and I don't know that I would use it anyway. But it does look kind of cool up there, so I think we're going to leave it. This grounding strap is no good. It's all corroded, and it's about to come apart. It's only got a couple of strands left, so we'll get us a grounding strap, but I'll leave the bolt in here for it. More wires. All right. Get that out of here. This is our throttle linkage here, and I'm not sure what we're going to do, but it's in my way. It's the factory one, so I'm just going to I need some peanut butter that sprays. Let me get some peanut butter. Butter. This one's dead. Looks like I'm all out of the peanut butter, so we'll go with the WD. I think that we just have to spread this apart a little bit. I already loosened it up. There, maybe now we can knock it off. Everything's a hammer. Ow! Oh, medic! I need a medic. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. I'm just pushing that grommet through because I got to go in there and do that whole underside of that dash. I have no earthly idea what it even looks like under there yet. So let me tell you what we know about this car. Okay, after looking at the VIN and the cal plate, we know this was a base model V8 Camaro. Okay, it had manual drum brakes, no power steering, no AC, Absolutely nothing fancy about it. And it was built the first week of December 1969, before they started using X codes on the cowl plate. And it was built in uh, Norwalk. I think it's Norwalk, Ohio, whatever plant that is. I don't know all that because I'm some sort of genius. And obviously the rain man of stuff like that is Steve Mignante. But there's another fella that is a Camaro guru. He knows almost everything there is to know about first-gen Camaros, among other things. But he has been helping me out with looking at different pictures and things on the car to help me determine exactly what we had. And that dude is Parker with Backyard Barn Finds. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you should do that. He's a smart guy. He's got some great videos. So go check out Parker with Backyard Barn Finds, and I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Okay, back to what the heck are we doing here? So that was, it's just rusty, and so it's coming off. So what do I know? I know that we're not using the factory fuel lines. I'm not using this crazy added fuel line that somebody put in here. I gotta have disc brakes up front. It doesn't matter what kind of engine transmission combination we put in here. I want discs in the front so we can remove all of that. I want to make sure we have power steering so the steer box can come out. I'm not even attempting anything with these original brake lines, so all of them can come out. And then I haven't decided completely on the wiring. I may just rewire the whole car myself with whatever we need. So I might take a bunch of that stuff out too. But let's go ahead and get stuff cleaned out of here. Get it ready for whatever power plant we decide, whether it's a small block or a big block, or LSX, some crazy mess like that be awesome. So let me hit this master cylinder with the WD, and we'll see if I can get this off of here. Spiders! I hope you like the WD-40, you son of a monkey. Let's see if this will break loose. Ugh, nope. James, I need Mr. Leverage. Thank you. There we go. It's been a long time since I've messed with one of these, so I don't remember if the rod is attached to the master cylinder or not. Howdy, neighbor. Hear that turbo whistling? Whistling Dixie. Now I'm just going to cut these brake lines. Hooray! Well, the brake pedal's still got the spring on it. That's something. I'm guessing that hole right there would have been for a clutch master cylinder. I'm going to pop that off too because I'm hoping that I can do a manual transmission in this car. And since I do want to put a manual transmission in the car, if you happen to have the clutch assembly or the clutch pedal or whatever it is I need for this, which I have not determined yet, hit me up. I'll buy it from you. All right, this must be... Boy, I don't like sticking my hands in it. See, that's a deep, dark hole. Who wants to stick their hands down in there and not knowing what's living in there? Nobody. Nobody I know. Don't be such a little girl. Yeah, you say that until you get the brown recluse bite, and then you laid up in the hospital singing the sad, sad song. Oh, I wish I had to stuck my hand in the dark hole. What is that shiznit over there? Oh, that looks like a glob of Bondo. Sure enough. If you had the opportunity, you come across a bundle of these colored zip ties that no one ever uses, go ahead and snatch them up, because then you can use them, as you can put them on a temporary gig, is what I'm saying, and save your black ones for the real stuff. I don't know about y'all, but when I take these off, I like to just stick them back in there loose so that when I go to put new lines or whatever on, I remember where it clamped down to the frame at. Y'all might do something different. I don't know. If you do, feel free to jump down in the comments and tell me how wrong I am. I'm fine with that. I would cut that, but I don't know if there's gas in it. And although it's kind of cutting itself. See, that's exactly why I wasn't going to reuse this. I'll try to get this one down here under between the legs here. Lord, don't slip with the wrench. This might be the last video I make for a while. I can't get the big death wheel in there, so I'll hit it with the little death wheel. Heck yeah. That thing is a beast. I get this one cleaned up. I get this one off of here. I think that'll take care of the brake lines in the engine bay. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but it's just a dirt covered, bolt that I can't get the socket on it, so I gotta try to clean it up here. Let's see if that helped me at all. I didn't realize I was gonna have to be contortioning like this. I would have done more yoga this morning. Yeah, there goes my crossover brake line there. I can't believe there's still some brake fluid in this. I bet this hasn't been unplugged since the first week of December, 1969. Makes you wonder who run it in there. That was their whole job on the assembly line, was running in that fuse block, that wire and harness thing. That's what that would have looked like. See that? It's never been touched. It's not rusted or anything. That's what that bolt would have looked like in 1969 when that fella or lady ran that in there on the assembly line. Listen to me being all nostalgic. Okay. James, I think I'm ready for the vacuum with some kind of super sucker nozzle on it. Now get in here, get this vacuum down, get down in them pockets on both sides, get down in here, and then we can hit this firewall. I'm going to try to get the firewall and the wheel wells, and we get real lucky today, we get the radiator support. I don't want to do the subframe or anything right now because I want to get it up. We're going to get these drums off, steering box, all this. And when we break it down like that is when I'll, rebuild it. Okay, hit me with some juice. Wow, that got nasty immediately. I don't know what I'm getting. I'm just running it in there. What's this trick? Uh-oh. I'm jammed up. Now just guide it along here. Look at that. See? Heck yeah, I'm sucking up the stuff. If we blow it and suck it at the same time, we'll get more stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that, why don't you? Uh-oh. Where are you coming out of? Oh, that's bad. It's like being in a sandstorm. Whew. Now I'm try to get the loose old seam sealer off of here. And we can put more on it after we get it painted up. But think I exposed a little, maybe something that I wish I hadn't, tell you the truth. That's going to be problematic if it rains. Indeed. It's just going to take whatever water comes in this cow and dump it right at my feet. All of it. All of it. So, the way we solve that problem is we seal up the cow. That's right. That's right, I said it. We will be doing that before we go on any road trips. This panel that somebody just kind of fitted on here don't seem to fit exactly perfect, so clearly better. I think it needs just a few more, fasteners. Plus my fasteners look better. Hit this with the wire. Well, you got to wear your glasses with this thing, man. These things will come flying out a gazillion miles an hour and stick right in your stinking pupil. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to just wipe this down. I'm doing my due diligence. I suppose we want our paint to stick for as long as, it can. And it ain't going to stick to grease and grime. At least that's what they say. Now, what kind of painter would I be if I didn't mask off the areas that we don't want affected? I'd be a hack. That's what I'd be. Nobody wants to be a hack. I have no idea what this is for. I assume it's some kind of race car, something. If you have any idea what that is, will you put that in the comments for me? Or just take a guess. I mean, that's all I would do. Okay, I got this Duplicolor engine enamel. That ought to do the trick. Light coats at first. Just a light coat is all we want here. Being light with the coats. Now blend in this plate. People will think it's factory. Now I need to wait for this to dry before I can hit it with a second coat. Okay, that's long enough. Make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area. Oof. I just don't know when enough is enough. That's my problem. I don't, somebody's got to holler, stop. Okay, that's probably good. Apparently, windshield wipers are unimportant in this ride. And since this seems to be open air market, I'm going to go ahead and cap it off. And I just need to cut this to fit. So I need right there at the F. We'll just put a little, we're going to do this here. I don't know if this is the right angular direction. What I need here. Oh, that is perfect. I can actually take a little more out. Yeah, that'll work out just great. Oh yeah, now see, I'll come across. Well, I think that'll be fine. No, I need to come under these numbers. Okay, how's that? Oh, that's going to be great. Like it was made for it. Let's corner this a little bit, like this. Oh yeah. Now maybe that's the horsepower number we shoot for. 415.5 horses. We're going to need to seal this. There went my plate. Is this going to give me some goo? It don't matter what you do to try to seal these up, they still gum all up on you. It's just not coming out. I don't have any actual silicone, so I'm going to use this. It's not going to come out. Okay, fine. You'll come out now, won't you? Indeed you will. I'm going to use this RTV gasket maker stuff. Just kind of put this around here. I mean, if it works for, gas and oil, it should work for anything that might want to come in from the engine bay, right? Just think of it as a China wall for your firewall. While the firewall is drying, we'll see about getting this core support. And I want to get this battery tray out of here because I guarantee you it's a hole underneath there. But these two, it's got 17 bolts in it for some reason, and they're all rusted up. Death Wheel fixes everything. Fire. Yeah. There we go. This one, I think I can get that one. That's right there. Let's find out. Oh, was that the mailman? School bus. I was hoping it was the mailman. I'm waiting on some injectors for Winston. I mean, look, wait till you see how long the bolt is they decided to put on this. Look at that. You always need a 3-inch bolt for your battery tray. Look at there, what'd I tell you? You just can't leave well enough alone. Alright, hit me with it. I can see clearly now the rust is gone. If only. Let's seal this up. Yep. We got to contour it. That's what I'm talking about. That is not going the way I want it to. I am not playing with you. It just refuses to cooperate. Well, I can put it somewhere else, but then I'm afraid that hole right there might rust. Oh, well, just should have done that to begin with. Perfect. We didn't need that, no way. We don't need this either right now. I don't know. Perfect. Then get that stuff off, and then we can do this core support. Now let's see, what is holding this up here? A 3/8 of something or another. What is this anyway? Horn relay? Yeah, or headlights or something. Tuck it down in there for now. Wire wheel. Now I got to get in there. I got to get my little kitchen stool out so I can get my big self down in here some kind of way. Look at that. Looks like it was made for me. Take these out. I don't want to paint these. These are brand spanking new. I don't want to paint my brand spanking new pins neither. I mean, the car ain't got no shine as it is. We don't want to take away what little bit it does have. Even a turd likes a little bling. Oh, just thought I blew this stuff off. I think I may treat this car to a new set of hood bumpers. I think they're like $8. We're going to splurge. Of course, I can't get them right now, but tomorrow morning I'll put them on layaway. Got to be careful over here. I don't want to paint my new NHRA approved battery tray. Heck yeah, that's fancy. Looks like one of them brand new pieces you order from Eckler's. Even the shape this is in, is, you know, I would feel a lot better about this than I would one of them Kung Pao versions. I'm waiting for it to tack up a little bit so I can give it a second coat. So since it's really a pain in the rear end to get in and out of here, I'll just sit here and wait patiently. Woo! I think I'm high off the paint fumes. I'm having some crazy thoughts. Like, what kind of animal would you get if you mixed a duck-billed platypus with a three-toed sloth? The platysloth. That's what you get, the platysloth. Imagine, picture that creature in your head right now. All right, round two. All right, let me get out of here and we can do the sure. These are pretty good. I think all we got to do here is a little scufferoni. Sir scuffs a lot. Pay no attention to the little run right there. Now, if you're one of those die-hard, accept no other alternative, purist kind of guys with these first gens, or if you're one of these high roller, gotta be a $150,000 resto mod kind of fella, then this car is going to be the bane of your existence. But I am going to love it nevertheless. Taking this opportunity to do this and taking advantage of the fact that I don't have a power plant yet just makes me feel extra smart. Okay, let me get out of here. Oh man, I painted my battery tray. Dang it. Maybe we'll just paint it. What you have witnessed here today is a case study in continuous improvement. Almost ready for a new power plant. Not quite done though. There, now it's done. I'd say that's a marked improvement right there. The next step of this whole deal will be bust everything off the subframe assembly, get it all painted and then reassembled. And then we'll be ready for a power plant, whatever that is, whenever that is. I know it's a little bit shorter video today, but I hope you liked it nevertheless. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. And if you really want to support the channel, consider being a channel member. There's a link or something down below for that. Lots more to do here, and I'll bring you that content as soon as I can. In the meantime, get off the couch and go wrench on something.